Hello everyone, my name is Spectrumal, and today we are back with Hydroneer. I believe we're in episode 13 or 14. I lost track and I should have looked before I started recording, but I didn't. Today is gonna be a day where we are gonna do, some upgrading of our tier 2 mine, and we're also gonna do, just some thinking, just some talk, me and you, yeah? So, basically, what I am contemplating is what do I do with the rest of this journey, right? I have basically finished everything that I can obtain with hydro coins. I think I have finished everything that I can obtain with tier 2 mining, basically. Like, sure, I'm getting cloudstone and I can use that to make stuff, which will be good. Problem, however, is, we're dealing with the fact that, I think we're running out of things to do, in a sense, in a way. I'm pretty sure that, I need to bring my money, just to be sure. So basically, what more is there to achieve when it comes to normal Hydroneer? Now, I can go into, flattening out this entire plot and do like a bunch of farming. That's an option for sure that we can start doing. We can also say, okay, hey, well, we have learned enough about Hydroneer. One of the things that we haven't done yet is work on, tokens. So because of that reason, we haven't started T3 yet. But what I could do is, if I'm gonna focus on tokens, I might as well go to, the DLC of the Hydroneer, right? Do I, go ham, get all this T3 ready for, quote unquote, the, meeting our, gosh, what is it called again? I believe it's called, the king or the prince, I believe it's one of the two. Right? That is an option that we could do. Definitely. But I will also tell you that, is that really the point? So is there anything else that we want to do is basically my question to all of you. Let's just start with getting a few more tier 2 mines. Start getting a grip on how much we have. So we have 1,200, which would mean that we have enough for eight tier 2 miners. This is amazing news. So yeah, we can definitely do that. I'm hoping that we have enough. Oh yeah, we have plenty. I think we need 1,000, right? And this is 30. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. So for now, we're gonna make sure that we get all of our tier 2 miners in. We will make sure that we have a fortune, or less, or basically like are able to amass a fortune of stuff, and then we need to figure out a few things on what to do next. I'm actually leaning towards going to do a little bit more in terms of, trying to get the tokens. From what I understand is basically we need to do missions, and we need to do, basically if we have enough tokens, we can basically use a sort of like a logic cutter, so we can give with the pad's input, we can say like, okay, you can have like this, you need this amount of something, and I will give you this amount of ore to have like exactly that. Will make things very very easy, basically. So that's an option. I know that you can go in, so please go in. There we go. We'll just continue doing this until it tells me I can no longer do it, because I have no clue how anymore I think I did 3 now, or I did 2. I guess I can calculate it. We had 1200 cloud team.
Huh?
So, just quickly do. Let's see how much I have now. We now have 600, so I already made 4. Is the, what's happening here? It's fair. There you go. You know, we're just gonna... Yeah, we're just gonna chill. So, I'm thinking maybe I continue on this path and use the large amount of stuff that I have created to make a path easy. Or what we can do is basically go to Volcadius, Volcano Hydroneer, basically. You know, Lavoneer, Magmaoneer. You know, where we deal with new mechanics, and everything is, I believe, token based instead of hydrocoin based for a few things. 2 more. So we can do that, you know, and we can basically make an entire new playthrough. Thinking as this is, yeah, I'm not bored of Hydroneer. Let me make that very clear. I am thinking that I could play hours and hours more. I'm just struggling to formulate a plan on what to do next. I feel like there are a lot of options, and I'm not scared of making the wrong taking the wrong choice. I'm scared that I'm not taking a choice right now. I feel like we have become stagnant in our mining. Basically, we are currently just enlarging, if that makes sense, right? To get as much as stuff as we can, which is fine in a way, right? But it's also, you know, it's a little sad. It is a little sad. So that's what I'm thinking about while we make these things. And yeah, I'm just wondering, like, what do you guys think? You know, I know that we have a one commenter for sure that will that I hopefully will respond. So yeah, we can go into farming, we can go into the tokens, we can also say, okay, we have learned the game enough now. So we will, you know, we will for sure just go into Volcadius and deal with the new mechanics and see what that DLC is all about, basically. That is the, I think those are the options. Those are the 3 options. So farming, completing like tokens to get to tier 3, and then, you know, at one point meet the meet the king. Sorry, my dog is on my left. That's what's happening here. She's my microphone and oh, doggo, you are all right now. But today we will be digging a lot more. We will be digging a lot more because we have 8 of these fellas, and that means that we need to figure out something very important. We need to figure out where we dig, how much we dig, and what way we wish to dig. So there are a few options. We can extend this over yonder, because I can tell you this much: like, if you look at everything, right, we have enough space to go basically over there the entire time. The way that I've set this up is that I have created multiple rows basically that deal with all of this, right? So and we are to upgrade tier 1, we need to upgrade tier 2 basically this way, but I don't feel like we should upgrade tier 1 a lot more than we have already done. You know, I think that we have done plenty. So the question then begs, we cannot really go this way, right? It's not really what's gonna happen. But we could go this way. We can say, you know, we dig out like a bit more of this, and we are basically gonna put in an extra miner over here. I think that is what I was thinking. Is that correct? Yeah, that is correct. So basically, put in a miner over here, and then a miner over here, and then a miner over here, and then, you know, then we have 3 miners, and then we put a 4th one right over here, Yes, basically right over here. And then put a next one next to that, and then we double that up. So, you know, that way we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And then we have 6, and then, you know, 7 and 8. So, over here. That is an option. So that is my current idea, I think. Right? We basically add in 2 on this side and then 6 on this side. Which would ultimately just make things, you know, easier. A lot easier, I think. That way we don't have to do anything here. I'm not sure if we can like do that forever, because if you look, of course, you'll notice that you know, there is of course not an infinite amount of space over here, and I'm pretty sure that it's gonna, you know, dig down a little. So let's just start digging, and we'll see what happens, you know, because I think that is the best way to do all of this, is to just start digging. And more digging is more better, you know, because we are like, just enjoy the digging process of all of this. So let's just do that. Need to make sure that we have enough room, enough walkway, of course, to do all of this. So what I will also do is I think that I need to get all of it in is 1, 2, 3. So I need a little bit more. Just need a little bit more. Just gonna quickly just do that. So we're gonna need to do more stuff, and that's honestly fine. I'm just gonna, you know, just quickly gotta measure this out, and then we'll or I'm not really gonna measure this out too well, I will say. But I'm gonna kind of laze a little bit through it. So so that's that. Let's see. We'll make it a little bit like a little more of a global feel than anything else. So that's 1, 2. Oh. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is what we did. Great. I think that will work. I think that will work fine. And we'll do the same over here. Yeah, let's just relax, enjoy the digging, and take our sweet time, you know? Alright, let's see what we have over here. I need the... Oh. 2, 3, 4. I need 5. So I need 1 deeper. Not much, but... Maybe 6 is even better, I don't know. What I'm gonna try and do is just, dig our way over there. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we made 6 now, but it's fine. Mm. Let's see. In the meantime, my doggo is fast asleep. So if you're laying in bed right now watching this and thinking, oh man, so cozy, it's you know, making my dog feel sleepy as well. No, you're not alone. As soon as I get stuck, I need to cultivate more, I think. Mostly because I'm digging holes, apparently. Just fine, honestly. There we go. Let's get in there. Alright, and then we can continue digging our hole. We'll deal with these things, you know. For now, I'm happy they have a little bit of light. So we'll we'll move them around. Maybe we upgrade to a few standing torches here and there, because you know. So much digging. So, ooh, and the autosave. That autosave is one that's gonna kill me, I think. Like, like for real, that autosave is just so laggy. And of course, every single time that we add more to this build, to this save file, it's gonna be even more buggy and more laggy. So, it's gonna, at one point, just drive me into the sea or something while I'm in the car, you know? Let's cultivate a little bit. Or cultivate, it's a rake, not cultivate. I'm playing, of course, Stardew Valley, but also I've been playing Farming Simulator 25, so I'm thinking a lot about equipment. So that's why I'm also playing the Forza Horizon 6. It's a great game. All these games are so great to play, for sure. Yes, let's continue digging. You know, it always baffles me that there's just, you know, as a gamer, I'm never really just there for one type of genre, right? I played MMOs, like relentlessly. I played racing games. I've played all sort of different racing games too. I played from F1 to Forza Horizon to, you know, back in the day I played Dirt, and I played like McRae's rally stuff, you know, like back in the 2000s, in the zeros basically, you know. Midtown Madness when it was still in 1990, around that time, basically in the 90s and in the early zeros, I think. It was like, I love those games. And then we also have like, you know, just stuff like this, like Farming Simulator and Stardew Valley and things like Hydroneer and I've played a lot of Idlers and Roguelites and Slay the Spire 2 and Slay the Spire 1. You know, just so much different things, different takes that, you know, were all sort of this viable thing to play, and all of it was just so fun to do. Not feeling bound by one genre. The only place where I feel bound by a genre is, I guess, YouTube, but yeah, you know, just so many things to, like, gaming as a whole. It's just so already so full, so, you know, so like a lot, and it's that's fine, you know, it's not too much. It's so much fun to have, so much fun to be had. Pokemon, let's not forget about Mario and Pokemon and that kind of stuff, you know? It was my childhood. Sure. And not just my childhood, even as an adult, playing Pokemon was really healing. To just really enjoy myself, you know? What is this? What is happening over here? What are these? What is this dirt? What is this dirt? Why is it here? Is it leaking? Let me quickly just clean it up and see if there's, you know, if it is leaking. This could also be, you know, remnants from before. No, it's there as well. Yeah, it's there as well. So it's falling down sometimes, and not in a good way. Look. I think we're gonna need more windows. Yeah, I think we need more windows. For sure. Like a lot too, like it's not just a... It's getting everywhere. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. We'll monitor it. I just removed everything. There's even one over here. Why? Or is this because I just dug? No, that makes no sense. Makes no sense. Alright, so I guess it's just flailing around about. Let's make it a little neat, but not too neat. Yeah, there it is. It just falls away, like something just... Okay. Do we have more windows? I forgot if we had more windows or not. Oh, we did, but maybe not. Nope. Not over here. Maybe over there? Oh, there are some windows over here. It's interesting to me. To tell you the truth. Well, give me the window cart, you know, just get it close to the entrance is probably better. Also, we need to really clean up here. Man. Not good. So many hoppers and stuff lying around. It's not really not a good idea to do that, but well. I think that will help, and then I like to keep this open, so maybe what I will do is I might head over to the store and give it a yeah, I can do that. I think that will work, right? Oh, let's not bug out our car again, shall we? I feel like it's just always night right now. And I hear my friends say it, you know? A friend of mine always complains about that it's dark in the game. In a game. Basically, you know, he just... Every single time that there's a day and night cycle, he's like, oh, why is it always, you know, why it's always night? I don't understand. I'm always like, well, there was also a full day, but you just missed it. So, you know, there's that. Alright, so yes, there is a window. Correct. Over there. This one. I'll get that in, I think. Might make it harder for me to, like, go up. But, you know, it should be fine. Be okay. Let's do a little bit of a J turn over here. Not really a J, but it's a turn. What time is it? Okay, yeah, we are halfway. We have plenty of time still. Just need to figure out, like, just need to fix this, because otherwise it's gonna cause more problems, you know? Which reminds me, I need to go to our old mine. This is now better. Yes, this is now better. But it is lovely. Anything else goes wrong, yeah. I'm sure this is fine. We could eventually just get maybe half of those or something like that. I'm not sure, but it would be like a little, like let's make this a little bit bigger. We don't have this much of a weird overhang thing. Oh, I really do need my helmet because otherwise I am really blind. There we go, a little bit of parkour for y'all. Let's just take the edges off a little bit, you know? Let's just take the edge off here. Get a little bit of, you know, it doesn't have to be beautiful on the ceiling. It just needs to be functional. Okay, well. There we go. There we go. We'll play a little bit of a pillar over here. Should be okay. Makes it a little, this makes it breathe a little better, you know? So let's just get you. Where did I put my... There it is. Okay. Yeah, that should work, right? For sure. Let's remove these over here. Not seeing any more stray, not seeing any more strays. That's good at least. You know what maybe we should do? Not put it over there, we should put it over here. Nah. You know what? No, we'll keep it over there. That's fine. Let's not worry about it too much. It's fine. So let's get ourselves everything put down so that I have an inkling of where is what. Right? Move you a little bit closer. There we go. Put you on again. Get myself a beautiful miner over here. So you want a miner over here. Yes. And this just needs to become a T piece. Yeah, it needs to be all there. So it's basically like this, that. It's just that. You know, just making things easy for ourselves in terms of layout. You know, cannot go down there. Oop. There we go. This needs to come over there, which should be fine. Like we can make a little bit more of an indent, I guess. You know, if I would want to. But also like, nah, that would be weird. I think that would look weird at one point. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Had we had 9 of them, life would be a little bit easier. But we did not have 9 of them. We had 8. These are those rows for sure. And then we need the same row, the last row to be equal at least, because otherwise it's gonna be weird. What we could do is we can make it an elbow on the other side, on the outside, so that we, but then we would have to fix it later. Like that would be we like basically create a problem for another time, which is don't really like that. You know, don't really like that vibe. So let's not do that. But we can definitely do this. So may have gone a little bit overboard with the amount of room I cleared, but you know, it's done quicker than I had expected anyway, so. So this will just house T-piece, T-piece, and elbow. We can even make it two, like all T pieces, because it is, as I just said, you know, basically putting in a fix. You know that it's gonna be different later on. So. All right, so we did that. This should be a-okay. Now we just need to like get it all installed. So. We have, I'm pretty sure that we have a bunch of T-pieces over here, so that should be good. So if this would become a T-piece, then this should also become a T-piece. This will go elbow, elbow, and then this go, so this is gonna be straight, straight. Oh. Problem that we might be having is how do we keep things buffed? I think this is fine for now, and we'll have to like figure that out for another time. But yeah, should we work? Okay, let's get another TPs in. Yeah, so this is a T-piece. And that is a T-piece. And then, of course, you know, this is also a T-piece. Let's create all the T-pieces. That's unfortunate. I also understand there were some patch fixes because there were some problems, I believe. So I'm hoping that we're not dealing with a lot of problems, basically. You know, I hope that you guys are not dealing with any problems because of the patches. But optimization is, of course, always a good thing. And I commend the devs for like keeping up with the game, even though it's like a finished game. You know, it's so important to see what you can do better. And it's I think it's also like great for everyone involved that Hydroneer's keeps getting more stuff, you know, keeps getting more players, because it's a wonderful game that we want to, I think all of us want to share with more people. Let us get quickly where's my hammer? Where's my construction hammer? There's a construction hammer. Yeah. Is it time to put off the water? It might be the time to put off the water, I think. Yeah, because I need to add in this. I need to add in these things. I need to remove the elbows here. Utilize them different. So, while I'm here, let's quickly hammer these guys in. While I unhammer these guys. Yes. That works. And then we're gonna quickly go and do a bit of mining offline work, you know? The mine will be offline. There we go. Alright. So without further ado, I'm gonna end the video here for today, guys. I hope to see you guys next time. If you had a great time, please consider dropping a like and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys in the comments down below, of course, with your questions, feedback, and suggestions. And yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. Goodbye.